On the play for the Dartmouth Indians, hammering Tim Davignon. Jamie Dutra, 5'11", 175 pounds senior. He gave pressure to Davignon, and right now very disappointed Fairhaven offense. They wanted to get some points on the board early. Instead, four downs and out.
That time, good pressure applied by the defensive ends. Fairhaven successful, rolling Davignon out in the first half. The Indians with a little bit better pursuit here at the outset of the second half.
High, short punt by Davignon. It'll be taken by Shane Dakin on the 45. He called for a fair catch, and that's where referees will spot the ball. So it's 6:57 to go here in quarter number 3. Our score is Dartmouth 24 and Fairhaven nothing. And Chris, what does Fairhaven defensively have to do now, especially after being dismantled on the first drive of the second half?
I think they might have to put about 17 or 18 people on the field in order to stop the Indians. Seriously, they're just going to have to continue to work hard. They're being outmanned physically up front. The Indians' big offensive lines, the Leaguer at 245, Simpson at 245. They're just going to have to continue to work hard.
Here goes Civil. He's got a first down and more over the 35 and brought down finally at the 30-yard line, just short of the 30, the Fairhaven 30, but not before picking up a big 25 yards and another Dartmouth first down.
That time, just a simple blast over the right side of their offensive line. The Indians receiving good blocks by their center, 58, Jeff Glazer, and their guard, number 64, Andy Wheaton. Also, Brian Saliga doing a good job of kicking out the defensive end. Head coach Dana Almeida going to call over his defensive troops, as right now the Indians able to move the ball successfully on the ground in between the tackles, and right now the Fairhaven coaching staff trying to map out a strategy in order to stop this vaunted Dartmouth rushing attack.
So with 6:48 to go in the third quarter, we'll take a timeout as well. Score Dartmouth 24, Fairhaven nothing. We'll be right back.
It was no ordinary murder.
Jesus Christ, did you see what they did to the kid in there?
It is black magic. This symbol belongs to a god of destruction and pestilence.
What the hell does it have to do with my son?
Martin Sheehan prepares his son for the believers. Black Widow. She mates and she kills.
She married 3 different men. She killed all of them. She poisoned them.
Well, a complex series of seductions and murders, that's not something you see a woman do.
Which part you figure a woman isn't up to, the seduction or the murder?
Deborah Winger. Teresa Russell. Black Widow.
6:48 to go, third quarter. Dartmouth driving and with a big 24-0 lead. It is now first down and 10, ball on the Fairhaven 31-yard line. Berknes will keep the ball, pitches it out now to Dakin. He's going to block her in front of him, turns the corner left-hand side. He's down to the 20, 15, 10, and then he's finally knocked out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And once again, Dartmouth has the blocking in front of them. Shane Dakin picking up a big 20 yards on that play. And the tackle made by Melanphy for the Blue Devils, but not before another Dartmouth big play and another first down.
And the key to that play being successful was the outstanding job done by the split end Steve Roberge. And Steve really didn't make a successful block, but he was there to shield more or less Mike Gonzalez and allow the Dartmouth back to turn the corner for big yardage.
First and goal on the 9. Handoff goes to Civil, and he goes up the middle, cuts up the middle. No one there. Flag down, but he goes in for the touchdown. We'll have to wait to see. I think they may get Tim Bradford for an illegal block. I think they're going to call everything black, and Bradford saying, come on, I didn't illegally trip that man. But they're going to call it back, and luckily for the Blue Devils, instead of being down by 30, they're still only down by 24.
Some halfway decent theatrics shown by number 82 for the Dartmouth Indians, Tim Bradford, the tight end, and Kyle Lynch's offensive alignment. That time it was a little counter step back by the back who shot through the middle, and that time as Bradford was on the ground, he stuck out his leg and tripped one of the Fairhaven defenders. The referee was right on the play, signaled a tripping penalty on the Indians, so they'll be pushed back 15-yard lines to take 1 touchdown off the board.
Ball is now spotted on the Fairhaven 22, where it'll be first down and goal for the Dartmouth Indians. 6:19 to go, third quarter, 24-0 if you're just joining us. The Indians with a big lead over the Blue Devils. In motion now comes Civil to the right-hand side. Handoff will go on a misdirection to Shane Dakin. He's got some room to the left-hand side, chased by Guillot. He's finally brought down by Lee, but not until picking up another 10 yards. Ball will be spotted just outside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 10. It'll be second down now and goal from the 12.
Once again is what we call the wing reverse. That time it was number 19 Dakin who was slotted or put out on a wing to the right side. The entire offensive surge was going to the right. Number 19 Dakin went to the left, made a nice head and shoulder fake on Guillot to pick up about 10 yards.
Roberge is now wide to the left. Berkness is going to keep it, pitches it out to Civil. He's got some room. He's going to turn the corner, dive, and he is in for the touchdown. Mark Civil from 9 yards out, and just as quick as that, again, only 5 minutes into the third quarter this time, and Dartmouth has their second straight touchdown.
And Civil went over and just gave a pat on the helmet to number 36 Steve Roberge, just split end, what every coach looks for. And most of the time you're going to find your best blockers being your down lineman, obviously, but if you get a split end out there who's willing to make a block, as Roberge did there, that time he was able to chop Davignon, freed up Civil, went to the right side, just got inside the marker, and the Indians threatening to make a runaway of this one. With 5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining, the Indians have 30 points on the scoreboard, and number 82 Tim Bradford will try and make it 31.
Snap is back, clean snap, clean kick. It's low, and it is blocked, and it is no good. Bradford didn't get much height on that ball. I think even if he would have had enough distance, it would have been way low of the crossbar. But anyway, with 5:36 to go here in quarter number 3, annual Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Our score, Dartmouth 30, Fairhaven nothing. We'll be back right after this.
The Disney Channel offers top quality entertainment for every member of the family. For the first time on the Disney Channel, the Care Bears Nutcracker Suite. The kids will be dazzled by this all-new holiday special. And for the family, Shirley Temple Theater continues with her classic film, Bright Eyes.
On the good ship, Lollipop.
Haley Mills joins the Disney Channel this December with a brand new weekly comedy series, Good Morning, Miss Bliss. On a Disney Channel premiere film, a young girl challenges a southern town's attitude on racism. Goodbye, Miss 4th of July. December nights heat up with the hot jazz quartet, Manhattan Transfer, Going Home. And beginning this December, the Disney Channel presents a series of movies and specials honoring the master of dance. Hats off to Fred Astaire. Top quality entertainment for the entire family this December on the Disney Channel.
Back at Municipal Stadium here in Dartmouth, Massachusetts, the annual Thanksgiving Day game between the Fairhaven Blue Devils and the Dartmouth Indians. And we're glad to bring it here with you. I'm Keith Tebow here with Chris Roberts. You're catching the action here on Cablevision Channel 2, Fairhaven and Acushnet, as well as all our new viewers tonight at Whaling City and Greater Fall River Cable in the Fall River, New Bedford area, watching this game for the Dartmouth fans. Back deep now for the Fairhaven Blue Devils, Damon Desjardins, number 1, Lee Guillot, number 34. Kickoff is high. It is short. It's taken by Nesson Willett, the up back, and he'll be tackled on the 38-yard line. And Fairhaven will take over 1st and 10. Tackle made by Jamie Dutra for the Indians. And Chris, I think the Fairhaven offense is going to give it another go, and they just got to try to get some first downs, put some yardage together as they did at the end of the first half. With
just over 5.5 minutes remaining, or just under 5.5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes and 29 seconds, and the Blue Devils trailing by 30 points, you have to be realistic. Obviously, the Fairhaven Blue Devils are not going to win this football game, but they just have to continue to work hard offensively and try and execute to the best of their ability.
Wide to the right is Nelson Willett. Big hole from the Landfee up the middle. He picks up a first down before he's finally taken down on the part of the Dartmouth Indians by Scarp Barber, 6 feet, 170 senior. And once again, this is what they did the end of the first half, opening up the holes up the middle.
Very successful in running behind the left side of the Fairhaven offensive line. 54 Aaron Furland, 69 Randy Early, opening up a big hole that time. Just a simple blast over the left side of the offensive line. line with the fullback leading through. Malamphy able to pick up 12 yards and a Fairhaven first down.
Passing formation now for the Blue Devils. They have two wide receivers in the game, Willett and Charbonneau, as Davignin's going to drop back straight to pass. He's got someone, he's rushed, gets the ball away, but it is incomplete. A host of green jerseys in on Davignon, led by number 78, that is Brian Staliga. Also in on the play, number 48, Peter Crane. Good play there by Davignon to get the ball away, even though it was incomplete.
Also number 79, Matt Maniz at 6'3", 207 pounds, and a senior. That time he beat the block of 54, Aaron Ferland, and applied pressure to Davignon, forcing Timmy to release the ball.
Two wide receivers in again. This time it's Charbonneau to the bottom of the screen. Davignon back to pass. Quick pass. He's got Malamphy, but it's picked off. Picked off by number 36. That is Roberge, and he's got some blockers in front of him. He cuts back, and he's going to go. He may go the length of the field, and he is down to the 10. Finally taken down at the 6-yard line. And we've got a little fight going on here as well, as he is taken down finally by Scott Charbonneau, as a couple of players, Davignon and number 33, Jamie Dutra, rough it up a bit, and there's a flag on the play, and I'm sure there'll be some penalties as a result of that little skirmish on about the 35-yard line.
That time Davignon just lofted the ball, and that time Dartmouth in a cover 3 had two secondary people back there in Thatcher and Roberge. Roberge just playing center field, picked off the pass by Tim Davignon that was thrown as he just lofted the football up. Roberge ran it down the left sideline, found a seam, crossed the field, ran out of gas about the 20-yard line. I thought he was going to go in. The Indians have the ball right now at the 5-yard line, a little bit of extracurricular activity, and I think it was just a matter of frustration on the part of the Fairhaven junior quarterback, Timmy Davignon. Things not going well here in the second half, and he was exchanging a few pleasantries with Jamie Dutra, but all in the heat of the battle, and I know right now the Fairhaven coaching staff having a little bit of a talk with the junior quarterback.
I'm sure it was just frustration. I was talking about the composure that Davignon had earlier in the game, and he kind of lost it there for a minute. It'll be 1st and goal now once again for the Dartmouth Indians. The ball is spotted at the Fairhaven 7-yard line. Jeff Arruda is in now at quarterback for the Indians. Handoff goes to 48, and that is another person in. Peter Crane is in for the Blue Devils, for the Indians, and now we're going to see a lot of substitutions, as Dartmouth will now just be happy to maybe try to score here, but mainly just run some time off the clock.
And right now the junior fullback and inside linebacker for the Fairhaven Blue Devils, number 18, Chris Langlois, is getting up a little bit slow, and I believe he's favoring his knee. And right now one of the Fairhaven assistant coaches, Bob Tinkham, will go out and attend to Chris Langlois. The game becoming a little bit physical right now, and Langlois in some pain. He tried getting up, but he has since gone to the ground, where he is being attended to by the Fairhaven coaching staff. And head coach Carlin Lynch of the Dartmouth Indians putting in number 22, Jeff Arruda, at 5'5", 135 pounds, and a junior at quarterback. And I believe John Berkness has seen his final play for the Dartmouth High School Indians, an outstanding senior season for the senior quarterback. He had thrown for 2 touchdown passes this year. He has ran for 8. An outstanding senior season for John Berkness, as he and his Indians undoubtedly will go out on a winning note.
Also in now for the Indians, they're also making some other substitutions. Todd Thatcher, number 45, is in the game. Peter Crane, number 48, as well as number 29 for the Dartmouth Indians. That is Jeff Davis. He is also in and will be expected to be in the backfield, as Langlois is limping off the field, and that's not a real good way on how Chris Langlois will end out his year. He's still got another year next year for the Blue Devils, and some bright spots throughout the whole season for Fairhaven, and they'll be back next year.
They will. And there's still 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining, and I can guarantee you one thing: this Fairhaven team will show no quit whatsoever. They're gonna scrap for the full 40 minutes.
2nd and goal, ball on the 3-yard line, wishbone formation behind number 22. Handoff will go to number 45, straight up the middle. He goes in, but he is in for the touchdown. Todd Thatcher in from 3 yards out, and now it's a 36-point Dartmouth lead.
That time an outstanding block by the offensive left tackle, Matt Moniz, who has come in at 6'3", 207 pounds. He just drove back number 69, Randy Early, created a big hole, and the Indians once again score their 5th touchdown of the morning.
And some of the Dartmouth fans already have had enough, and they're filing for their cars to beat the traffic on this Thanksgiving morning. And let's see what Aruda will do here. They'll go for the 2 points. He's got the 3 men behind him once again. He's got Crane, he's got Thatcher in the wishbone formation. Long count. Handoff will go to the first man through, and he is short. And that is Jeff Davis. He is short of the goal line, so the 2-point conversion fails. With 4:18 now to go in the 3rd quarter, our score, Dartmouth 36, Fairhaven nothing. And with just a little over 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, Dartmouth scored 3 times so far in the first 6 minutes of the 3rd quarter and have taken a very commanding 36-0 lead.
Fairhaven Blue Devils needing to come out at the outset of the 2nd half. Their defense had to hold the Dartmouth Indians, but head coach Carl Lynch making those necessary halftime adjustments, and the Indians have scored 20 points here in the 3rd quarter in just under 6 minutes, 5 minutes and 42 seconds to be exact, to turn a 16-0 game into a 36-0 game. And right now the morale and the psyche of the Fairhaven Blue Devils must be down. They played an outstanding first half, but the Dartmouth Indians on the opposite side of the field once again come out in big numbers. They come out with big people, and they hammer the football at you, and that's been the key to their success.
Sean Guillat takes the ball up back, and he is tackled at the 35-yard line. The Fairhaven Blue Devils will take it from there, 1st and 10, and we'll see if Fairhaven changes their offense. No, they're going to bring out the people that have made it for them all year long. They're bringing in Tim Davinian, and also Lee Guillat will be out for the offense. Of course, on the offensive line, Matt Hendricks is up front, and Chris, I guess right now it's just a matter of maybe just putting some points on the board just to save some face, I guess.
Come away with a moral victory. Fairhaven trailing 36-0, as we just mentioned, and right now their offense just going to try and continue to move the football and try and see if they can get some plays offensively to work for them. Right now Dartmouth is just all over the team from Fairhaven.
Malamphy up the middle, no gain on the play. Sean Raposa making the tackle for the Dartmouth Indians. It'll be 2nd down and just about 10 for the Blue Devils. Clock continued to wind down, under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and it's been all Dartmouth to say the least. Second down, 10 for the Blue Devils. Wide to the left is number 19, Charbonneau. Davinian's going to pitch it out to Desjardins. He's got some holes. He's going to be brought down by Roberge, but not before picking up about 4 yards on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and about 5 or 6 before another Fairhaven 1st down. 3:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and I think Fairhaven also going to be smart about this game and just wind the clock down as well, and not going to try to stop the clock for any reason.
On the opposite side of the field, head coach Carl Lynch, for the most part, keeping a lot of his seniors on the field. This is going to be their last time to participate in a high school football game. A very special day for the seniors. Carl Lynch, a true believer in the seniors playing, and right now he's going to stick with his guns.
Pass goes deep by Davinian, intended for Willett. It is incomplete, and it'll be 4th down for the Blue Devils, and they will be forced to punt. Time 2:52 to go, 3rd quarter. It's been all Dartmouth. They lead 36-0. And transition now on the part of the Indians. Back deep, Todd Thatcher for the Dartmouth Indians, and Tim Davinian will be kicking off for the Blue Devils. Snap is back, clean snap. Kick is high, pretty good kick. Goes toward the sideline, taken by Shane Dakin, and he's got some running room as he's knocked out just before the midfield stripe at about the 48-yard line. So the Indians will take over 1st and 10.
Kamikaze return by number 19, Shane Dakin. Fielded the Davignon punt on the run, turned it up the left sideline, was able to return the ball just shy of midfield. So once again, the Dartmouth High School Indians, with 36 points on the scoreboard, have the ball in outstanding field position as they commence their 4th drive in the second half.
How important will it be for Coach Carlin Lynch to get a look at his young quarterback who's in now, Jeff Arruda? Is it a good way to plan for next year?
Exactly. This Thanksgiving game signifies an end for the seniors and a beginning for the underclassmen. And right now, this is going to be a very important time for the junior quarterback.
Arruda hands off to Crane. He goes up the middle, picks up about 6 yards, close to 7, and we'll call it 7 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 3. 2.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. If you're just joining us, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to the people in Fairhaven and as well the people watching in the Fall River, New Bedford, Dartmouth area on Whaling City and Greater New Bedford cable. As with just about 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, it's been all Dartmouth. They lead 36-0. Arruda, the quarterback, now in for Berkness. He's going to keep it himself, pitches it now back to Crane, turns the corner, has a 1st down, and he's finally tackled there by Randy Early and a host of other white jersey, but there's a flag on the play.
I believe they're going to hit the Dartmouth split end, number 11, Chris Morris, with an illegal block or a hold. That time as Arruda was running the option to the right side, pitched the ball. Crane did a good job to catch the ball, which was actually tossed behind him, turned it upfield, but not before a Dartmouth penalty is going to nullify what would have been a 1st down gain.
It is holding against Dartmouth, a 10-yard penalty, so it'll be 2nd down and now 12, call it 13. Ball spotted on the Indian 44-yard line. Clock continues to run, 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Into the ball game offensively on the line of scrimmage for the Indians, number 60, Lee Williams, number 63, Andy Pereira, number 79, Matt Moniz, and in at tight end, number 85, Bob Balderson.
Crane comes in motion, handoff goes to the 2nd man on misdirection. That is Todd Thatcher. Gets a couple of blocks, and he's finally knocked down. In on the tackle, Randy Early for the Blue Devils. Pickup of 9 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 with under 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Good job of trap blocking by the offensive lineman, that time on the misdirection. Thatcher did a good job of leg drive, keeping going, keeping his momentum going, keeping the feet and the legs working, and that time he was able to pick up an extra 3 or 4 yards.
Morris is wide to the left-hand side now for the Indians. They have 3rd and 5.
Chris thinks he's doing something.
Handoff will be kept by Arruda. Turns upfield, but he is tackled short of a 1st down. In on the play, Nelson Willett, 31 for the Blue Devils, and Sean Malanphy, 21. And it'll be 4th down and short, and I think the Indians will punt away as they don't want to take any chances with a 36-0 lead. I don't know if you can take any chances with a 36-0 lead.
I think Colin Lynch showing some class with a 36-point lead, 4th down and less than a yard. He's just going to opt to kick the football away.
Damon Desjardins, the lone man back for the Blue Devils, as into punt will be Dartmouth number 20. And that is Mike Freites, and the kick bounces, and Desjardins will leave the ball alone as it rolls down to the 19-yard line, and it'll be down there. So the Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line with 21 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're down by 16 points, 36 points. It was 16 at the half.
Very dejected crew from Fairhaven coming off the sidelines. It's been a very difficult day. The Indians coming in favored by many, somewhere in the range of 15, 20 to 25 points. They finished the regular season with a record of 6-3. Fairhaven struggled at 2-7, and clearly the better team is winning this football game.
1st and 10, Blue Devils from their own 19. Handoff goes to the last man through. That is Giat. Check that, Damon Desjardins on the carry. Gain of about 3 on the play, and ball will be marked on the 22-yard line, and that should be the last play here of quarter number 3. As both teams will be heading to the other side of the field. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3 quarters of play here from the Municipal Stadium in Dartmouth, our score, the Indians of Dartmouth 36, the Fairhaven Blue Devils nothing.
Can you imagine W.C. Fields as Ebenezer Scrooge, or Richard Nixon as Jacob Marley, or Humphrey Bogart, Peter Falk, Inspector Clouseau as the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future? Or how about Paul Lynde as Cratchit? If you can't picture any of this, don't worry. Just tune in to the A&E Cable Network and join me with the cast for my Emmy Award-winning special, Rich Little's Christmas Carol.
Wolfgang.
Enslaved by passion.
Amadeus.
Destroyed by hatred.
Mozart.
And the jealousy of his closest rival.
Such hatred for that little man.
A magnificent, sweeping drama of seductive vengeance and true love.
There it is.
The Academy Award-winning Amadeus, coming Monday, December 12th at 8:05 Eastern, 7:05 Central on Superstation TBS.
Welcome back to Dartmouth High School. Keith Tebow and Chris Roberts here, bringing you all the action of Thanksgiving Day matchup between the Blue Devils and the Dartmouth Indians. Blue Devils have the ball now. It is 2nd and 6. Davinian goes back to pass, looking for someone downfield. He's being chased, gets the ball away, and it is complete to Malafi, but he is bottled up quickly, dived deep behind the line of scrimmage, and that was just a fluke play. I think Davinian was looking to throw it incomplete, but it was just a quick short pass, and Malafi was there.
Yeah, it was design rollout to the left that time. The Fairhaven quarterback, Tim Davignon, being chased by number 82, Tim Bradford, as he was trying to throw the ball downfield. I believe the pass was going to be intended for Nelson Willett, but Bradford just got a piece of the ball, and I think the ball actually slipped out of Timmy's hand a little bit. Sean Malafi, who was there to pass protect, the ball just ended up in his hands. He says, what am I going to do with this? So a pass completion, but it actually ends up being about a 7-yard loss.
3rd and 13 now for the Blue Devils. They have 2 wide receivers as Davignon rolls out to the right, looking for someone downfield, being pursued by Bradford, gets the ball away, it's tipped, and it is incomplete, and the Fairhaven Blue Devils will be forced to punt once again as Chris Langlois, number 18, is being taken off the field on a stretcher, and apparently not a good sign for the Fairhaven fans here this afternoon, as Mr. Langlois apparently will get his knee checked. From what I understand, that was what was injured in the play downfield earlier.
He's been the heart and soul of the Fairhaven football team. He's been the middle linebacker on defense. He's been the fullback on offense. He's just had an outstanding season for the Fairhaven Blue Devils, having scored 4 touchdowns on the season, and his presence is going to sorely be missed.
Number 19, Shane Dakin, takes the punt, and he is tackled, on the 28-yard line.